You ever feel like no matter how hard you try, life just doesn't move the way you want? Like you're pushing, forcing, overthinking, but still stuck in the same place? And then you look at others, and it feels like things just come to them so easily. No stress, no panic, just calm life. And you start asking yourself, what am I doing wrong? Let me tell you something very real. It's not always about doing more. Sometimes it's about doing things differently. There was a time when a young man felt exactly like this. He was working hard every single day, waking up early, trying everything, watching videos, reading advice, planning his future again and again. But inside, he was tired because nothing seemed to work. Every time he got close to something good, it slipped away. He thought maybe he was unlucky, or maybe life was just harder for him. So he tried even more. But the more he tried, the more pressure he felt, and pressure slowly started breaking him from inside. He couldn't sleep properly. He kept overthinking every small thing. What if I fail? What if I'm not enough? What if people judge me? And slowly, life stopped feeling peaceful. One day, he met an old man in a park. The old man was sitting quietly, not rushing, not worried, just calm. The young man sat next to him and started talking about his struggles. He told him everything, how hard he is trying, how nothing is working, how life feels heavy. The old man listened quietly. Then he said something very simple. You are holding life too tightly. The young man didn't understand. So the old man picked up some sand from the ground and held it in his hand. He squeezed it tightly. The more he squeezed, the more sand fell out of his hand. Then he said, This is your life. The more you try to control everything, the more you lose. The young man stayed silent. That night, he couldn't stop thinking about those words. For the first time, he started questioning himself. Am I forcing everything too much? Days passed. He didn't change everything suddenly, but he started slowing down. He stopped reacting to every problem instantly. He stopped chasing every result like his life depended on it. And something strange happened. He started feeling lighter. His mind became quieter. And slowly, things started shifting. Not overnight, but naturally. One day, he applied for a job he really wanted. Before, he would have been nervous, desperate, overthinking every word. But this time, he stayed calm. He spoke normally, honestly, without pressure, and he got it. Later, he realized something powerful. It wasn't his skill that changed. It was his energy. Because when you're desperate, people can feel it. And when you're calm, people trust you more. But here's something most people never realize. Life doesn't respond well to force. It responds better to balance. There was another moment in his life. He used to always say yes to everyone, at work, in friendships, everywhere. He thought being nice means saying yes to everything. But slowly, people started taking advantage of him. More work, more pressure, less respect. He felt invisible, like nobody really cared about his time. One day, he decided something small. He started saying no when needed, not aggressively, just calmly. At first, people were surprised. But over time, something changed. People started respecting his time more because now he wasn't available for everything, and that's when he understood something important. Respect doesn't come from pleasing everyone. It comes from knowing your own value. Another time in his life, he was chasing success so badly, always thinking about future, always worried about results. But he noticed something strange. The more he focused only on results, the worse his performance became, because his mind was always tense, always rushing, always afraid of failure, so he tried something different. He focused only on the present moment, not the outcome, just the action in front of him. If he was working, he just worked. If he was talking, he just talked. If he was learning, he just learned. Slowly, his mind became clear, and when the mind is clear, decisions become better, and better decisions bring better results. But here's the real truth. Most people don't fail because they are weak. They fail because they are mentally crowded. Too many thoughts, too much pressure, too many expectations, and they forget to breathe. There was also a time when he got rejected from something he really wanted. At first, he felt broken. He thought it was the end. But after some time passed, he realized something. That rejection actually saved him from a wrong path. Something better came later, something he didn't even expect. And this taught him another lesson. Not everything you lose is a loss. Sometimes it's protection. But at that moment, you just can't see it. Another important thing he learned was patience. He used to hate waiting. He wanted everything fast. Fast success, fast results, fast change. But life doesn't work like that. A seed doesn't become a tree in one day. It takes time underground before anything shows above the soil, and during that time, nothing looks like progress. But still, growth is happening. Most people quit during that silent phase because they think nothing is working. But real progress is often invisible at first. One day, he started writing down small wins, even tiny things. Waking up early, finishing tasks, staying calm in stress, and slowly, he saw something powerful. He was improving, just quietly, without noise, without pressure, and that gave him confidence again. Not fake confidence, but real one, because it was built slowly. Another lesson came when he started observing people. He noticed something. The most stressed people were always chasing everything, but the calm people were not chasing anything. They were doing their part and letting life unfold, and somehow they still had what they needed. That changed his mindset completely. He stopped running after everything. He started focusing on becoming better instead, not chasing results, but building habits, not forcing life, but working with it. And slowly, things started aligning. Opportunities came. People respected him more. He felt peace inside, not because life became perfect, but because his mind became calm. And that changed everything. Because when your mind is calm, even small things feel easier. Even problems don't feel heavy. Even delays don't feel scary. You stop panicking. You start thinking, and that alone changes your life direction. So he learned something very simple in the end. Stop forcing life. Start understanding it. Do your work with full honesty. But don't choke yourself with expectations. Don't let fear control your decisions. Don't let pressure steal your peace, because when you are calm, you make better choices, and better choices slowly build a better life. And one day, without even noticing, life starts feeling different, lighter, smoother, more peaceful, not because the world changed, but because you did.